So normally I cover Call of Duty in my videos, but for today, I kind of just want to talk about gaming as a whole and where it's at. I don't know how this video is going to go. I've written some points down on my telephonic device. So sit back, relax, and enjoy a rambling British man for 10 minutes. So first thing that I have written down is microtransactions. You guys are probably sick of hearing about this, to be honest. And so am I. I feel like this is all everyone talks about now, but I feel like I can't make a video without just mentioning this. But yeah, it feels like every single game is just filled with microtransactions, and I'm just sick of it. When I was a kid, I used to love the idea of like being able to play as many games as I want for free, and a lot of games are like that now. I mean, Fortnite, just look at that. It's a free game. Anyone can download it. But in sacrifice to buying the game, they're just riddled with microtransactions. And even worse, a lot of games make you buy the game and then still charge. Okay, look at Call of Duty, for example. You have to buy the game for what, like $70 every single year? And then on top of that, they sell bundles, skins, camos for just a stupid amount of money. I mean, if these skins were a couple dollars, like fine, I'll get over it. Sure, I want to walk around with a bright pink galaxy camo, whatever, let me pay for it. If it was a couple dollars, fine. But some of the prices of these bundles and skins and whatever they sell, it's just ridiculous. It's so expensive, and I can't believe people actually buy this. In fact, I think it's just like kids that buy it. They don't understand the value of money yet. They're just kids. They don't get money. And if you're a grown man buying skins on Warzone, I'm sorry to say it to you, but you're a fucking loser. Like, I'm just gonna say it. And if you get offended by that, I'm not sorry. I know that's gonna annoy people, but it's just true. Imagine being a grown-ass man buying a pink galaxy camo on Call of Duty. And you are also the reason why that franchise sucks, by the way, but that's a topic for another day. I mean, we've already spoke about that. But yeah, microtransactions, I'm sick of them. And I do get it. I mean, it's a business at the end of the day. But a lot of these microtransactions are just not fair. Sometimes it will give you a disadvantage if you don't buy the transactions or buy the better gun. So sometimes it's like the meta to spend actual money on these things, which is just wild to me. When I was a kid, the console that I played was the PlayStation 2, and what sold these games is making it fun. There wasn't any microtransactions, and I know times have changed. I'm an old man now. Get with the times. I get it. But even in the early days of like the Xbox 360, just making a good game would sell it. But these companies just aren't happy with that. They want to make as much money as possible. They want to work their developers to the bone. It's just greed at the end of the day. It's just greedy. Lately, I've been playing a lot of like indie games, and they've been so much fun. When you play these indie games, you can just feel the passion they had, and it's been so much fun. I haven't been playing like AAA games or anything like that, especially like multiplayer games. I don't play any multiplayer games anymore. Like, I really don't. I'll go on COD and I'll make my videos I have to make, but other than that, I don't play any other type of multiplayer games. Unless it's like a small indie game, then I probably will, because they're always a ton of fun. They have passion for their games. They're not trying to be greedy and making as much money as they possibly can. They're just passionate. Making video games isn't like a work of art anymore. It's just a way to make money. Like, that's it. And they will sacrifice art and passion for more money, and it just makes me sad, man. I don't know if this makes any sense. I don't script my videos, I just go with the flow, so hopefully you get what I mean. I also wrote down that most games have algorithms to keep you on playing for as long as possible. I'm probably gonna go back and refer to Call of Duty the most, because that's the game that I understand the most. Like, skill-based matchmaking in Call of Duty, I mean, we've spoken about that enough, but they literally have algorithms to try keep you on as long as possible. Once again, when I was a kid playing the PlayStation 2, the way they made you play the game was just make it fun. If you made a fun game, I will play the game. It's that simple. You don't need any algorithms to keep me playing. It's so weird. I don't know, man. It doesn't make sense to me. It's so dumb. Also, what is it with games releasing half finished at the moment? Like, why is that? I mean, look at Cyberpunk 2077, for example. That game was like an absolute mess when it released. I mean, it's okay now, but when it released, you couldn't play it. Obviously, things go wrong with games all the time. There will be bugs here and there. That's absolutely fine. But it feels like every game now, they just throw it out there. Even if it's not finished, they just put out a patch in a few months. Like, I just don't get it. I don't know if it's like a strategy, because so many companies do it. Am I just dumb? Is there like a massive strategy towards releasing a shit game and then throwing a patch later? I don't know. Maybe it's some genius strategy and I'm just a dumbass. But I really don't get it. Every single COD game has been a mess every single launch for the last like 7 years. But they just throw a few updates later on. Once again, I'm gonna keep going back to the PlayStation 2. One, because I think it's the greatest console of all time. But that's just where I began in this whole gaming scene. So I'm gonna refer to that a lot. But yeah, once again, you release a game on the PlayStation 2, well, that's it. If there's a bug in the game, it's gonna be there forever. You can't just send out an update on that console. But yeah, all of the games felt like they were finished. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like there was never any bugs on the PlayStation 2. Maybe I'm just remembering it different, but I feel like I never ran into any bugs, really. Obviously, you got the odd one here and there, but I feel like I'm running into more and more bugs now. And is it just that game design is getting more and more ambitious? Is that what I want to say? I don't know if that's the right word. Or complex, should I say. Yeah, so games are more complex now. So maybe that comes with more bugs. Or is it that they just half-ass the game and then release it unfinished? I'm honestly about to just sell everything and go back to the PlayStation 2 console. I'm just so sick of games now. There's just no passion behind these games. When I'm playing a lot of these newer games, I feel like I'm just looking at AI, really. And I think that's just gonna get worse and worse with AI. Wasn't there recently a new Battlefield announced? And the background was like filled with like AI and it looked really bad. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but if that is the case, that's where we're going and things are just gonna get worse. It just feels so soulless now. No passion. Actually, no, I take that back. I think the developers are passionate people. I don't think they would do a job like that if they didn't have passion for it. But I think it's just the head of like these companies, like Activision, for example. I think they're just greedy. I think they use AI as a tool to get rid of as many employees as possible so they can save more money and make more money. It's the head of the companies that want to add algorithms to keep people playing, add microtransactions. I don't think it's the developers. So if you're a games developer and you're watching this, I love you. I don't mean it. I'm just talking about the big dogs, the greedy fuckers at the top. But yeah, I'm honestly really scared for the future of games. Although technology is getting more advanced, graphics are getting better, I think games are gonna get worse unless there's a change. But I don't know what could change at this point. This industry is making more and more money every single year. So, I mean, whatever they're doing, I guess is working. Maybe it's like the kids who are now growing up with these games, they don't know any different. They never got to play the PlayStation 2, the greatest video game console of all time. I don't care what anyone says, that's a fact. I don't know if it's just all of this that I'm talking about, or am I just getting older? I'm not a kid anymore. I'm like 25 years old now. 5 more years, I'll be 30. Fuck me, I might as well be dead. Okay, jinx, touch wood. I don't actually mean that. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm getting old. I don't have the imagination that I had when I was a kid. I see through a lot of this bullshit that these companies are doing. When I was a kid, you could give me a piece of wood and I would have fun with that for the next like 4 hours. No, that sounds bad. What the fuck? Okay, why did I say that? I meant like a piece of wood. Okay, I'm just gonna move on. Holy shit. But yeah, I think I'm not a kid anymore. I don't have the imagination and I think that could just be part of it. But then again, I quite often go back and play the old PlayStation 2 games, the old Xbox 360 games, and they're still fun. They still hold up today. But I play a game like Fortnite, and I'm bored. I have to get off after 10 minutes. I play Warzone. I'm bored. I get off after 10 minutes. Like, why can I play these older games for a longer period of time, but these newer games, I get bored after 10 minutes? I really don't get it. I have no idea, but I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments on this. Am I just an old man now who's out of touch? I don't know, but I would love to hear your thoughts anyway. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.